Hello, hello, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda: Song of the Past. Last time on Song of the Past, the sage apprentices had left Hyrule Castle entering Castletown, where they began preparing for their journey going out, and also helped a very exuberant and unusual individual known as Tingle out of prison. And that just about sums it up. And their main goal is to find... I might as well go over the main goal as well. The group's main goal is to follow a set of 8 riddles that they were able to decipher from an ancient scroll to find to find their way to the lost Triforce of Wisdom. There we go.
Oh, there were 9 riddles.
Was it 9? Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh
7, 8. 9. You're right, it was 9. My bad. I know my own campaign.
Math is hard.
And hang on. With that, I'm going to turn off the main theme, which, by the way, I just want to credit the creator of that again. That is the Gate of Time and Zelda's Lullaby orchestral mashup from Hyrule Orchestra. I found it by chance, and I was like, that's a perfect theme for the campaign. And with that, let's get into... so we are joined by my wonderful friends. We have Amber, played by Sheebs.
Hello.
Amber the Hylian. Zana, the Gibdo, played by Doodlezar.
Oh.
Doodle?
It made sounds.
Oh, okay. Dinah the Yeti, played by Jade.
Hello.
And Leaf the Fairy, played by Tristan.
Oi, oi.
There wasn't anything I was supposed to do between sessions I forgot to do, was there? No, yeah, okay, I got everything I needed to.
I screeched and nothing was heard.
I just heard. I imported the map you all collected into the tabletop room. And this, of course, represents the scroll that you guys have, the set of 10 scrolls, because there's a cover scroll.
Is it 8?
What?
No.
No, it's 9. 10 scrolls total, with 9 riddles. Yes, this is the map you all got. So, because you all got this map basically near the end of session, I'm gonna quickly throw out, is there anything you all want to ask or observe about this map? Any observations you want to make? Anything you want to say or ask?
That means there is something we are supposed to ask or observe. Where are we?
There's nothing you had to do. So you are at the Castletown prison on the left right now.
All right. And where is...
Can we get like a little in-game marker to know where we are on the map, if that's okay?
Okay, hold on.
Good idea, good idea.
Okay, and if I may ask, just for clarity, this is just a map of like Hyrule Castle, Castletown, and the area around it, and not the entirety of Hyrule?
It's just a map of Castletown.
Alright.
And he said with any luck you will meet him in the future on your journey, the map maker Tingle. Did the music just cut out? Oh, no, okay, it was just looping.
And
I didn't.
where?
Oh god, I hate the videos that have a brief pause when they loop. Where is what?
I'm trying to remember with the fuck, what's your hometown, Amber?
Amber comes from Oradon Village in the Faron region, which is not depicted on this map.
Oh, okay.
Because this is just a map of Castletown and the area around it. Faron is one of the southernmost it is, it's one of the most southern, it is the most the southernmost province of Hyrule itself. There's other regions that are also south alongside it, but they're technically separate kingdoms, like the Gerudo Desert. Yeah, this is not a full map of the whole world. Excuse me. Any other questions? Or anything you wanna... Any questions? Or any observations or anything you wanna... You know what I mean.
No.
Donna's dumb.
No.
I mean, you say no. Technically, they're not dumb. They're just dim. I'd say you have to have an intelligence of 2 or less to be dumb. So Donna's not dumb. On technicality.
I didn't think Zana was dumb until I saw the character sheet, so...
Yeah. Alright, and so... What are the words? Yeah, when we left off, you were all in the Hyrule prison area. I'm just gonna stay hovered over the map, just because it's a good visual for the viewers. Yeah, you're all up here. And so yeah, your journey will take you far south outside of the bounds of this map that you have right now. Is there anything that all of you want to discuss, or where do you all want to go? What is the current plan as a group? Anything you all want to discuss? The other NPCs are away, and the group had agreed to meet at the main gates of Castletown, at the southern main gate, which would be like right here where I'm hovering my mouse. Whenever everybody's done with their shopping and such.
Sorry. Doing too loud.
You're fine.
I say we start moving to already forgot the name. It's not like I've lived there.
Ordon?
South.
Yeah. Ordon Village in the Faron region, which, for a quick bit of context, I've mentioned before that, in terms of, like, districts, Hyrule is chopped up into, or Castletown, I mean, is chopped up to east, west, central, and the back roads. So, like, this is central Castletown. This is Backroads Castletown. Sort of these areas. And then east and west are on the sides. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you want a visual distinction of where the districts tend to lie. So you all start making your way back towards Castletown off the prison island.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dude floated away on a balloon that looked like his head. You return to Western Castletown. And just remember, Western Castletown has a library, a school, a bakery, an inn, the mini sculpture shop. It had the name of a specific name, but I'd have to pull it up in front of me. A post office, the Star Game, and the donation guide that you guys gave a bunch of money to last time. Do you guys continue making your way towards the gate, or do you want to stop anywhere here? Or do you want to change direction and go somewhere else? Off over here, you can see the Temple of Time in Castletown, which is like the basically church. They get from almost anywhere you are, the Temple of Time jumps out, the castle jumps out, of course, and you can also see a guard tower that's taller than any other building in town over here. Like, when you're at this side of town, you can see those buildings creeping up over the skyline and dominating it.
I know we're only away for a bit, but I do want to see how Donation Guy is doing.
He's, still there, ringing his bell, trying to get an orphanage built.
Understandable. Okay.
Give me back
think
my
I'm-
arm.
What?
Oh,
My cat took my arm.
So do y'all continue moving, or do you want to stop at one of the locations?
Personally, I want to keep moving.
yeah, same here.
Alright, you continue.
Zana think we need to keep going doing job.
Alright, you continue along, you start to cut through the back area of Hyrule. And, this is your guys' first time in the back roads of Hyrule. And, the back roads of Hyrule are just, like, they aren't bad, but they're, like, slightly thinner roads than all of the main roads. Like, you're probably not gonna fit a horse and cart through these back roads, for the most part. And, as you pass through them, you see a few shops are here. You notice, the bomb shop. You see a place labeled as Poochie Pound. a place labeled as Fernandes Palace, and then you hear, just ahead of you, a loud screech of, and you see a door open, and thousands of bugs flying out the door of the house, and, like, scattering out into above the city and into the wind. And you see a house that has, it looks like just a normal, like, Castletown home, but there's a hand-drawn sign that says Agatha's Castle over the doorway, and there's a guy stood there, he's wearing, like, a little orange hat and an orange vest, and he, like, backs away a little bit, and he's like, clearly feeling, like, brushing himself to make sure there's no bugs on him. Starts looking up with confusion, and then you see a girl in, like, a big, like, puffy dress, like, what's the dress style? Where it's, like, it puffs out super widely at the bottom, but it, like, ends above knee height. Doodle, do you know what I'm talking about? I feel like you would know. I'm blanking.
Why would I know that?
I don't know. But she's wearing a big puffy dress. She has, like, blonde hair pulled into pigtails, and her dress and hair are decorated with, like, her dress has a bunch of butterfly patterns stitched in it, and she's got 2 big butterfly pins holding her hair in ponytails, and she walks out and she starts hitting the guy with a stick. You let my bugs out! Starts hitting him. I was fixing the net in the doorway. They weren't supposed to get out. And she starts, like, crying as she's hitting him. I'm sorry. And you see him drop a bouquet of flowers as he, like, cowers away a little and then turns and runs. And she just falls on her knees and starts crying. You will have to walk by the crying girl to continue where you're going, unless you want to turn around and walk the long way.
He
looks to Fairy. My brain already forgot his name. I am very dumb.
Leaf.
I like to think your character forgot. Forgot his name.
a leaf.
Yeah.
Do you think we could try to get the bugs back?
Oh, they are gone. They flew to the winds.
That's a lot of bugs. I suppose instead of getting her a lot of little bugs, we could give her one big bug.
Quince.
I was joking. It was a joke. Tell her, Amber. Tell her I was joking.
Were you
Dinah's
joking?
gonna try to sneak by, even though she is far too wide to sneak by.
So y'all just, like, creep around the crying girl. She's on her knees, just. As you creep by.
Oh dear.
Are we really going to ignore her?
I don't know what to do here.
It's a lot of bugs.
But she's distressed.
I'm sure she'll get over it.
So I'm just gonna walk by her, not even talk to her.
Hi!
So as you're all creeping around, Zana stops and goes back.
You know, Leaf, that's a very good mentality. I'll make sure to be the same way when you lose something. And she goes to walk over with Zana.
I'm not gonna lose anything.
As the two of
I'm
you
sure you'll get over it.
As the two of you go over, she's got, like, big snot bubbles in her nose and tears streaming down her face.
Oh, that's nice.
Who want? You said yelled "Hey" and then ran over. Do you say anything else, Zana? Or does anyone say anything else?
I think Dinah's mouse is just gonna look disapprovingly at her for trying to sneak by.
Hi, ma'am.
Huh? And she's like, her expression changes. She sees you, and she's big bug. And she's like looking at you. She's like, "Am I hallucinating?"
Amber, help.
I'm
Hi.
so distressed that I've already snapped, and I'm imagining big beautiful bug ladies coming to my rescue.
Oh,
Easy there.
I'm
I
not
think you've
beautiful.
got
What do
an
you mean?
admirer.
Easy there.
And she starts wiping her nose on her sleeve. I lost my bugs.
We saw.
I was thinking about saying that, but I thought, no, that might be too mean.
I was trying to build a beautiful palace for bugs. I'm the bug princess. And she pulls her pulls out her dress a little bit to help show the very clearly hand-stitched dress covered in butterflies and bug. And now that you're closer, small bug patterns. Like rhino beetles and ants and pill bugs and like all sorts of creepy crawlies are embroidered into her dress.
I just fold my arms and raise my eyebrows at Amber.
I think Dinah's gonna whisper to Amber, I don't get out in Hyrule a lot. Is Bug Princess an actual title, or is that something that she made?
Hell if I know.
Again, over the doorway of the house that all the bugs came flying out of, you see a wooden handmade sign that's like been painted on that says Agatha's Castle and has a big picture of a butterfly on it.
She doesn't have nearly enough legs to be a bug princess.
She stands up and she sort of like, she like lifts herself up and motions to the door, and you can see through the open doorway that there's a large tree has grown in the house, like reaching between the first and second floor, and there's like plant life all over just from what you can see through the doorway. Like the inside of the house looks more like the outside than the area outside surrounding the house does.
Wow.
It might be.
I spent years talking to traveling traders to collect insects from all over the kingdom. And now they're all gone. There are dozens of unique examples of insects all throughout the kingdom. From the peaks of Death Mountain to the far reaches of Gerudo Village, I had all of them, even ones from underground in the depths.
No.
And then she wipes her nose on her sleeve again.
Well, if we are able to at least collect your insects, if they are exact or not, would that help?
She perks with excitement. That would actually be great. Hold on, and she runs inside of the house.
It would certainly save you the trouble of doing it yourself.
Do you all wait inside, or do one of you go inside when she runs in?
Zana goes in.
As you walk in,
Amber's gonna follow.
Like I said, one large tree reaches up through the room, and you can see the roof has a big skylight that lets natural light in, and there's wall-to-wall plants and bushes and hanging ferns and ivy. And you notice that there is like furniture intermingled with the plants, but all the furniture is sort of made of wood and has plants growing up them as well. So like the whole...
This is very nice, I will admit it.
And you see all over the place there's little placards that have the names of various insects written on them. And you see she ran inside and she like scurried up the tree to get to the second floor. And you see like things are flying down, little stuffed bugs and like toy animals and teddy bears and like shoes and clothing. And she's like, no, where is it? Here. And she grabs something and then she jumps down, grabbing a vine and swinging and sliding down the vine to land near all of you. If you're really willing to help me, this will help you. And she holds out what can be best described as you know gazebo, right? It looks like a little handmade, like, dollhouse gazebo with netting around all of the openings. This is a special bug catcher I made. It's been filled with all sorts of perfumes and scents that draw different insects in. If you see a bug and hold this open, it'd be willing to fly into it. I'd be willing to bet. And it also makes them more docile, so even some of the more fighty insects will be calm once in there. But no spiders! Spiders aren't bugs.
Yes, they're arachnids.
Nope.
They're
spiders.
arachnids.
Yeah,
They would eat the bugs.
spiders are very, very bad.
Right. Okay.
For every bug you bring back, I'll be sure to reward you, and the more you bring back, the more I'll reward you even.
Okay, I help.
All right.
She
I'll help too.
She hands the thing to Zana, because Zana was the one that stepped forward and put her hands out first. And you see she sort of like looks at Zana with like big wide eyes, softly blushing. What are you?
Sorry, I'm trying to fight my acid reflux right now.
Alright, I'll help you fight it.
Upset stomach, indigestion, diarrhea.
Oh
That's
no!
fine too.
Diarrhea!
Looks to the group. Like, is it okay to say?
It's up to you.
Leaf shrugs.
He looks back to the woman or the princess. Forgot
Actually,
your name.
Leaf makes it's a, hey, you got this, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm a Gibco? Gibdo?
Didn't know there were talking bugs. Or even bugs as big as you. Again, her blush is slowly growing. She's looking at you. And then she like
Never been
turns
to
away.
Australia.
Anyway, be sure to come back whenever you have them. And thank you very, very much for helping with this. And as you bring them back, I'll even tell you fun trivia about the bugs.
Okay, you got it.
The heck? There's a weird rupee on the map.
Oh, I'm sure that's mine. Well, that's a big rupee. Let's go there.
Where'd it go?
It's got to be as big as a mountain.
It's gone. That wasn't even the rupee model I'm using. I think that was one I imported when I was oh, there it is.
Bugger.
It's so small I can't pick it up. What?
Oh, huh.
You can just delete that. Anyway, sorry, that was a distraction. I just saw that and I was like, what the fuck?
Amber,
Yes.
I know we're trying to get you to become a hero, but I don't know. This seems a little beneath you.
But she's a princess that needs help.
Oh, so I shouldn't have saved you back then? It's beneath me to help people?
Well, that's different.
How?
That you saved my life. She's not in any life-threatening danger.
Is that a fairy? And she goes over and like leans and looks at you, putting her hands on her face. Oh, he's so cute.
No.
And she even got your pronouns right. Leaf.
There's a great fairy up near Rauru Village where I grew up. And she like sits up, putting her finger on her lip as she thinks. I used to visit her a lot when I was little. Mm-hmm. She nods.
Well, I think finding a few of her bugs couldn't hurt.
I
She
thought
seems
so.
all right. After all, we both hate spiders, so
Oh,
rather sensible human.
hold on.
Hyrulean.
She starts to reach into a little pouch she has. It's supposed to be good luck to give fairies rupees, isn't it? And she holds out 1 rupee for you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Very, very good luck. Yes.
You have been given a single rupee by Agatha.
I absorb it and I give her a single luck.
do
I
you
give her one of my Triforce points.
do you keep the do you keep the rupor, the drained rupee?
Would it be rude if I gave it back to her?
No. So you give it
Okay.
back to her, and she giggles a little
Yes.
bit and puts it in her bag.
Now she has a charm.
Of quick
And a
note is,
souvenir.
rupors are incredibly fragile. Generally speaking, the more value a rupee has, the harder it is. But even one value rupees are very hard to break. But a rupor, somebody could crush in their hands with ease.
Oh.
But rupee bags, they will not break while they're inside of.
That's good.
Yeah, she, tucks the rupor away. Anyway, thank you all very much. I would invite you to look around at my collection, but I don't have one now.
It's okay. Isn't that part of the fun? Making a brand new collection?
Yes. Now
Mm-hmm.
you could put them all over again.
I guess so. I just hope they stay safe. I know a lot of mean adventurers like to cook bugs into potions. She pouts,
What?
folding her arms. Apparently, they said they help you heal and resist the elements and be stronger. But that's what food is for. They can just cook up big old birds into meat or into delicious meals that help with all of that. They don't need to eat my sweet little bugs.
Well, technically
Yeah.
that is true.
Dang.
The hard part is killing them.
You make a strong
like to
point,
fight back.
Agatha. I tuck
Literally
my
fight
potion
back.
deeper into my backpack.
Because
I'm sorry I talked over that.
potions are in fact made from insects.
How does Leaf make potions then?
What do you mean? If you make a potion, you make it from an insect.
I would have to fucking kill it first.
Yes.
Amber, help!
You're in a fierce life or death sword battle in order to make a younger Amber a potion to help her stay warm during the winter.
I didn't realize it was a praying mantis.
We could, camera
It's female and single.
hard cut to a insect wearing holy robes. I would at this point I wish I could perfectly do Latin prayers.
Anyway,
Yes. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Right.
Which at this point I feel like it's worth noting how foraging works mechanically. Whenever you guys enter a new region, you can choose to make a forage check while you are traveling, and potentially find any one of a series of native plant life or animal life. You can just choose to forage randomly and see if you find something random, or you can specify from the categories of mammals, birds, fish, lizards and amphibians, bugs. God damn it. I hate my new phone. Whenever I unlock it, it makes me fucking watch an ad. I hate fucking ads.
Ew.
Grr.
What the fuck? What kind of
What
phone
the
is
hell?
that?
What?
I-
Yeah,
Yeah,
what phone
when
did
I
you
unlock
get?
it brings up an ad every time, and I can skip the ad. I can move past it, but my lock screen has been replaced with fucking adverts. I fucking hate the dystopia we're in.
Oh, that's
Yeah, no, that's not supposed to happen, dude. with any phone.
It's the
You
new
have
model
malware.
Nope, this is
You
a
have malware.
This is a brand new model Metro. Its lock screen is a news feed, which is just full of fucking ads from Metro, or that people pay Metro to have.
Oh,
It's the news feed.
Edit that.
I've turned it off 3 times, and every time I turn my phone off and back on, it reactivates it.
Mm.
I hate it. Yes, sorry. You can search for mammals, birds, fish, if you're near a body of water, lizards and amphibians, insects, fruit, vegetables, flowers, or fungus. That's how scavenging works. Anyway, or foraging, I should say. But yes, that's more or less mechanically how you will hunt her insects for her.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, with that, anything else you all want to do here, or do you move on? She was, again, very, very grateful.
I think I'm good to move on.
Yeah, me too.
Alright. Yeah, you move out past Poochie's past Poochie's pound. And you arrive at the main gate, where the other sages are all already waiting. This whole central stretch of road here... Oh, it is glitching out the ruler tool for some reason. This whole central stretch of road right here is lined with market stalls trying to sell all manner of products. But as you arrive, the other sages are there, and Ofsala looks up and he's like, sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied. He looks up.
Jesus.
Oh, have you all done everything you're hoping to do in Castletown? It may be some time before we return. I know, very, very video gamey dialogue. I apologize. It's me as a game master trying to let you guys know, because I know some of you had expressed some interest in still doing things in Castletown at the end of last episode, so I just wanted to give you guys a chance to be like, are you sure you don't want to look around more? Find more things? Because, you only explored about half of Castletown at this point. And, again, open world campaign, I'm not going to stop you. I just want to let you know it might be some time before you return.
Dinah looks out at the field, looks at her bow. Guess I could use a bit more training.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Yeah,
do
me
want to do more
too.
training.
No issue. I'll go and get... that'll take some time, he thinks. I'll head to the Temple of Time and start practicing some... Or start researching some of these riddles to see if I can learn anything.
Perhaps I could join you, if it's alright with you, Amber.
If you want to go, then go.
I'm not opposed.
I ain't your mother.
Darunia,
You are my
smacks
friend.
sorry. Darunia smacks Dinah on the back. I'll go with you. I could always use a little bit more practice punching things.
Alright, thanks, man. You want to come too, Zana?
Okay. I know crossbow more though.
I'll be
But
in the...
I can help.
I'll be in the lake at Western in the Western Castletown. Actually, no. Actually, she'll say, I'll be waiting in the boat for all of your return. Ruto says.
Oh, you don't want to hang out?
I could use a little bit of a freshening up.
What does that mean?
Zohara like to be, wet. We're fish, after all.
Oh, okay. Go take your bath.
So all of you begin... So hang on, I'm now going to make a copy. So you all start making your way up the central road of Castletown, towards, where back to the castle, stumbling on my words. passing through the busy markets, you know, hearing the familiar calls of various veggies. One guy mentioned he's selling, you know, fresh mineral water straight from Death Mountain. Another, you hear somebody calling out selling Picolite, increase your luck with Picolite. And you arrive at the central castle town where all the, you know, the game shops and other merchants are. If you want me to list them out again, let me know. And you make your way up to the big, always open iron gates of the castle, and Ruto immediately goes over to the bridge and dives over into the water in a perfect Olympian 10 out of 10 dive.
Well, okay.
Um,
Well, I guess we'll come back for you.
I'll keep an eye out. You all begin to make your way up the road, and as you get here where there's an iron door, a few guards are by it, and they, you know, when some look over, they're like, oh, the apprentices are back. Did you need something?
Training.
You can get a shortcut to the training area through here. And they, you know, motion for you to go through the door as they open. You see it's a hallway with like a double gate system, so you walk through the first gate. In order to raise the next gate, they have to drop the first one, then raise the second one. Basically an area that, if they were, say, being invaded, would serve as a perfect trick to trap people entering the castle.
Mm.
But, you make your way up into the training field, and of course I'll begin training, but I'm gonna quickly turn my attention over to Leaf with Oafsala.
Right.
Oafsala.
I'm gonna get my sheet real quick.
You all turn and start to make, or the two of you turn and start to make your way this way, passing through more of the back roads of Castletown, where you see a place labeled as Fernandes Palace, and another place labeled as Talma's Bar. And continuing along, you guys make your way out into the eastern half of the Castletown, which is less dense than Castletown's central area, but more dense than eastern Castletown. You know, you get like a little bit of spattering of suburban homes and, you know, a number of bodies of water sit around this portion of Castletown, with a number of people having clearly made small makeshift farms in their yards here. So they won't have to, like, you know, basically everybody has like little gardens. Other places that jump out of the only other place that jumps out of interest as you go through here is one, the large guard tower over here, that stands much taller than any other building in the town. Aside from the Temple of Time over here. And in addition, you also notice a place labeled as a medical clinic, that has a small line of people outside of it. Or I say a line of people, it has a few people like going in and out. It wouldn't really be a line of people. And going up to the Temple of Time, you do see that there's a big graveyard next to it with a large monument that depicts a faceless, like, Hyrulean guard inside of it. Or on the statue, I should say. And as you enter the Temple of Time with him, the exterior looks much the same as the rest of the town, made out of, like, mason work and brick, but with some beautiful stone glass windows depicting the goddesses creating Hyrule. And as you enter, the inside feels completely different to the outside, which, give me a second. Bum bum. Getting the music up for this place real quick. As you enter the temple, you can see, like, the inside is entirely made out of black and white marble, polished to a sheen, and the inlay on the stained glass windows have depictions of ancient heroic figures, the oldest sages in Hyrule from millennia ago. the 6 sages lining the sides. Behind you is the big stained glass window depicting the goddesses creating Hyrule, and at the far side is an additional stained glass window of a strange-looking creature unlike anything seen in Hyrule. And I'm just going to give it to you because you're high intelligence and lore stats.
Okay,
You
so
recognize... What?
I thought you were still on the training group, but
Oh, no, this is in the Temple of Time.
okay.
That stained glass window is it depicts a race that had long ago went extinct, the Zonai, the ancient mythical founders of Hyrule, a race sent by the gods. From the stained glass, you can see it had very large pointed ears, like I'm talking like a foot long each, and they had like snouted faces and 3 eyes. All of the other races that are depicted on the side in the stained glass are familiar. The ancient sages. Goron,
Zonai-
Zoras,
Oh.
Ruto. What?
Sorry, I was like, I thought we had Zonai in our party, and then I remembered Zonai University.
Yeah, and there's Zonai ruins everywhere. They are the oldest of the oldest ruins, and in fact, the current technological boon Hyrule's has experienced is from the rediscovery of ancient lost Zonai technology from eons ago. Literally divinely given technology from a race sent by the gods to help found the kingdom in its earliest ages. Ooh, tabletop's been lagged.
Can I roll a history check for the Zonai, I guess? Is there any more?
You
I
know
know
what? I'll let you
anything?
do a little history check. Hang on.
Little.
I'm checking if you have any relevant skills. Honestly, I'm just gonna give it to you because you already have a training point in intuition, and you don't have a history skill over here to be getting points in. And I'm gonna actually quickly ask you, while you're here, would you rather work with Osala to gain a level 1 history skill, or would you rather level up your existing intelligence with a level up roll for the intelligence?
What?
So Osala can train you and give you the history skill while you're here if you'd like. Or you can do a level up roll for your intelligence. Which would you rather do while here in the Temple of Time?
I guess I'll do a level up roll.
Alright, so instead of learning history, you're going to try and gain more intelligence. So you have 10 intelligence. Let me go ahead and do a roll. You need 11 successes across these 10 intelligence to level it.
I just remembered what happened last time I tried one of these.
You got 4 minus 2. That's okay. This is not considered to be the primary way to level up these stats. So that did not
the
work.
only way I know how. So
There are other ways to level up that have yet to be revealed to the group. This way of leveling up is considered a secondary passive leveling up system. Oh, my coffee's gone.
that's what happens.
Also, you want to see what I'm working on off to the side as we do this?
Oh, are you doing doodles?
I'm working on a menu for Heartopia. I'm upgrading my menu.
For your restaurants in Heartopia, you goob.
Yes! Look at it! It's so pretty!
Hey, I'll show it on stream for you as well. Ooh, hang on.
I'm learning how to do pixel lettering for this fucking thing.
Oh. Very fun.
Oh, hell yeah.
As a pixel artist, yeah, it's kind of irritating sometimes.
I'm doing it 1 pixel at a time, looking at a reference guide on my second monitor for how the lettering looks.
But, I'm going to also just use this level up check as, actually, I'll roll a different check. I'll roll a history check for you, Leaf. Now.
Thank you.
Oh my god. If only that was your level up roll.
Yeah, fuck me.
Dude. It still would not have passed by 1 point, but with 1 force point, it would have been a level up. I'll tell you what. That was
Oh
so.
shit! I would have just used. I would have just used them all if I had known that.
I'm gonna be honest. I will allow you to utilize this
Ow.
as your level up check, and the last thing is the history check if you'd like, because I have never seen such bullshit in the dice in my life.
You know,
Oh
I'll
my
take you up
God.
on that. I
Spend the one
appreciate it.
force point to level up your intelligence or
Yeah,
intuition.
let's do it.
You are now one of the smartest beings in all of Hyrule. Congratulations.
Yay! Bitching and moaning saves the day again.
Oh, no. Like I said, I've never seen such bullshit. Because at first we failed the level up check, I was like, yeah, no, that's to be expected. And then this happened for a relatively meaningless history check? That's bullshit.
Thank you.
So the extent of knowledge you know about the Zonai was, like I said, they were sent by the gods long ago in the earliest days of Hyrule when they were facing great dangers. And they helped before Hyrule existed, and they helped with the founding of Hyrule. Like, Hyrule exists as a kingdom due to the Zonai. But this does conflict with other mythic stories which say that Hyrule was founded by the royal lineage of the royal family of, Zelda, the reincarnations of Hylia. A thing that has been sort of thrown back and forth by scholars and historians about which is the more accurate and what means what. But the Queen Zelda, who recently passed away, kind of reinforced the Zonai legend because she traveled through time. It is a thing that is common knowledge, kind of.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Kind of. Like, anybody who knows history knowledge of Hyrule knows that the Princess Zelda, during the events of the upheaval 100 years ago, traveled through time, has her sage powers awoken, has the Sage of Time, and went back to the founding of Hyrule to help prepare the people all the way back then to face the threats of the upheaval and save the kingdom now. And then she came back to the present.
I was gonna ask if she was a Zonai.
No, she's a Hylian. You've seen her. People have seen her. If you would like to discuss the semantics of this with Ofsala, you can.
Alright, I will.
Do you have something you would like to say to start the sentence, or do you want to just... you know what I mean?
Did you know that... That's how I start the sentence.
And you tell him the whole thing about the Zonai and Princess Zelda?
Yes. And it sounds like it is pretty... All of these legends are common knowledge.
Yeah. He says,
Yes.
well, part of my duty as Sage of Light is to be knowledgeable on these things. He, and like, there's a few priests who, like, are glancing over, and, like, they're wearing robes very similar to his, so they don't bat an eye as he makes his way into the back area of the temple, which is when you head into the back area, it's a sort of tiered pedestal that at the middle of it has a raised platform with a sculpture of a man holding a sword aloft. And around him are sculptures of several other of 5 other individuals sort of circling him in like they're stood with their hands formed into triangles, all of them visibly being of the different races. One is a Zonai, one is a Goron, one is a Zora, one is a Ruto, and one is a Gerudo. Sorry, it's 5 individuals surround. Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 individuals surrounding him.
3.
Also, Doodle, I'm sending you a DM.
And above, in this room, there's one more stained glass window that depicts a serpentine dragon of golden color. That when you're stood in the right spot, it looks almost like the sword is being held up towards that dragon. And like intertwining with that dragon is a black dragon with red hair. So it's a white dragon with gold hair and a black dragon with red hair entwining around each other, and the blade almost frames in the middle of them when you stand like in front of the pedestal. And as you're, as you walk into this room, he says, yeah, it's part of my duties as the Sage of Light to know these legends. Many of them are conflicting. But Zelda's telling of the tales are considered the most important and knowledgeable. As Sage of Time, she lived longer than any other person, and directly traveled through time to save the land. He looks at the stained glass and the statues. He's like, this monument depicts two battles simultaneously. Both the imprisoning war, millennia ago, and the end of the upheaval and the rebirth of Hyrule 100 years ago. It's because Princess Zelda went back in time and partook in the imprisoning war that we know the Zonai were the true founders of Hyrule. Though she often debated whether or not the she often debated whether or not the wife of Rauru was in fact her ancient ancestor and the descendant of Hylia, which would allow the two stories to both be true. Yes, in ancient times, the first king of Hyrule, Rauru the Zonai, married a Hylian woman known as Sonia. Zelda theorized that Sonia was the incarnation of Hylia spoken about in the ancient myths, and that as the Zonai were forgotten to the annals of history, they only remembered her contribution to the founding of the kingdom. She spent according to the stories, she spent roughly a year in the past, helping to fight the Demon King Ganon, sealing him beneath Hyrule Castle, so only for the seal to break millennia later, 100 years before now, and for the new sages to arise. He sort of looks to the, the monument of the statue, with all the statues, and finally defeat Ganon once and for all, issuing in the age of peace we're in now. Of course, that's how I was taught it back in the Great Plateau. I do wonder if some of the scrolls here differ from the ones in the Great Plateau. And he goes to the side of the room where, as he approaches, he looks around and he, pushes on the wall a little bit, and that's when you realize the walls have hidden compartments with ancient scrolls in them. And he starts looking through and reading some of them. And that is the two of you spending time together studying here. Did you want to ask him anything else or talk to him about anything else?
I was gonna ask you if I
If you what?
If I had to write all this down.
No, this is all just world building and lore.
Okay. I can't think of anything, so I'm just gonna help him read.
Yeah, and the two of you start reading old scrolls that are stored here in the Temple of Time. He does offhandedly mention that this is actually a replica Temple of Time, and that the original, the true Temple of Time is on the Great Plateau.
Is that one of the things on the map?
No, that is a region farther to the south from where you are. Although, in-universe, if you were to walk out of this temple, you would be able to look in the distance and see the Great Plateau rising up over the landscape. Because in this direction is Hyrule Field, which is rolling hills and fields with some slightly larger mounds and hills, but the mountains in the background jump out beyond the edges of the field, with the Great Plateau being very clearly visible. A, large mountainous plateau that has ancient walls built around carved into the edges of the plateau. Turning our attention to the other group,
This might end up being how I end up in an asylum. I love pixel lettering. It's
Pixel art is very hard sometimes.
Oh no, you're talking about. I'm having a great time.
It can become a slightly mind-numbing at times.
Slightly? I did the wrong T!
Fun.
Ah! Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just do it again. Try again.
There, that's
The world is not ending. I can just do it again.
So the
The
other
world
group,
is ending.
you have all arrived at the training yard, and so you all wanted to try and learn a new skill, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Amber, what did you want to train in? You want to learn how to use your claymore, correct?
Yes.
All right. So you are receiving training from somebody, so this is going to be an athletics check with advantage, and you need 1 success.
Okay. I'm not in the tabletop room.
That's okay, I'm doing the roll.
Okay. I was gonna say, I'm not here.
Holy shit, you barely learn how to use the claymore.
Of course. I'm not fucking surprised.
You literally got the 1 success. So, it's excuse me, I have a wicked bad frog in my throat for some reason.
Why you eat the frog?
Oh.
Yeah, why you eat the frog? Cool.
Why did you eat me?
Claymore is Claymore, right?
Claymore. Yep.
Also, hold on, this version of the song is way too short of a loop, holy shit.
Oh my god. How expensive did I make that last?
Oh my god.
Yay! Okay. Okay.
Give me a longer loop than 1
Oh.
minute, please.
Shit. Hey, Doodle, the concert's starting.
Yes.
You guys are playing Heartopia while we're doing
I'm
this?
making this in Heartopia! The
I know.
fuck you
No,
mean?
I didn't know you were both playing. I'm just kind of snickering at that.
Oh, fuck it! I'm saving it! I'll come back to it in a minute.
To yourself, Willy Wonka.
Hey, that's not a Wonka candy.
I'm on my way to come get you, Doodle.
I'm drunk.
Wait, really?
No.
Okay.
Fuck, no.
Yeah. You talk with the guards. God, sorry. And they assign you somebody who, knows how to use the claymore. And, he's like a big, burly soldier. Built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's he has looped over his shoulder that big, hefty blade that is the claymore. And he spends some time training you, and it is exhausting because it's, a big, heavy sword, and a big part of it is just learning how to throw that weight around while keeping the edge facing out correctly.
Yeah.
And with that, you now know how to use the, I'm not going to write them down right now, but you now know how to use the charge attack and the special effect of the claymore. Which,
Awesome.
as a reminder, the charge attack is you spend stamina and you're able to move to an adjacent stage while attacking everybody, or you move 5 feet while attacking all opponents within a short distance of you as you do it. Meanwhile, the, hold on. The special effect of the claymore is... Where is it? When you miss an attack, you may spend a stamina to immediately attack again. So if you miss your attack, you can spend a stamina to get a second go. When you're using it.
Nice.
Zana, you aren't learning how to do anything new, right?
I want to use my crossbows.
Do you not have crossbow training?
I do have crossbow training for the heavy crossbow.
Yes. But you don't have an experience marker on it, so you can do one of two things. You can place an experience marker on your crossbow to do a level up with it later, Or you can spend this time trying to level your nimbleness with the existing marker.
Yes, I'll do the nimbleness then.
Alright, so that's going to be... I'm going to do a nimbleness check, and you need to get 11 successes with 10 dice. You sure you
Okay.
want to do that?
Yes, it's fine.
Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 successes.
Nice.
7, 8. Yeah, you don't, and you do not have enough force points to, unless you got turned this 9 into 10 and got really lucky, you could try and spend force points to get the level up. But
No, it's okay.
yeah, okay. So let me go ahead and remove that marker. And now, Dinah, you wanted to be trained in how to use the your bow, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a traveler's bow. All right, that's going to be a nimbleness check of difficulty 1, rolled with advantage.
All right, sounds good. Nimbleness is a 3.
3. Or a nimbleness or observation, I should say, actually.
Gotcha.
And your
yeah,
observation
okay.
is 7, so you can use that.
Rolling a 7, guys. Here we go.
And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes. If you had gotten 1 more success, it would have been a crit, and you would have jumped straight to level 2.
That's tempting.
Um,
May I
need
spend
to-
star points?
It would be
Sorry?
2. It would be 2 for.
Wait.
Do you want to spend 2 force gems to do that? Yes. No.
Yeah, just double checking. What would the 2 force gems do?
It would make it so you got 2. You could jump straight to level 2 in bows rather than level 1, because you'd spend them on this 3, turning into a 5.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
All right. So you're gonna have level.
Now you see why I told you to wait.
And so, the bow, its charge attack is that you will roll with advantage if you charge, and its bonus ability is that if you land an attack, you may spend a stamina, and your opponent will have disadvantage on their next roll. Is what you can do with your bow now. Let me go ahead and
Interesting.
add
Okay.
the bow skill to you.
Cool. Oh, also, I just realized that we didn't do the level up post session rolls from the
Oh.
previous session.
Oh shoot. Shoot, come on. Why did it move these underneath? It doesn't do that normally. Oh man, what were those supposed to be on? Oh crap, hang on. Hang on. God damn it. This isn't done post session. In this setting, you need to spend time in universe training.
Oh, okay.
These were on, what were they on again? They were on Tinker and Investigate.
Olympian and Tinkerer, yeah.
Oh, Olympian and Tinkerer, okay.
Right, because of the tuner.
Yes. And hang on, I do relieve. Okay, yep. Wait. This was supposed to be on. Wasn't on stealth, was it? It wasn't on survivalist. What was? Oh man, what did you do a level up in? Get a point for? Oh, god dang it! Tabletop sim. There we go. It was supposed to be on Tinkerer. There we go. Yes. So in the setting, you need to spend about 2 hours of rest time training to level up your things that have a triangle on them, and that's how you do the roll. That's why Leaf just got to do an intelligence boost roll, because they had a marker on intelligence, and they were off studying with Ofsala.
And because you took pity on me.
Well, no, you got to do the roll because you trained with him. And it's not that I took pity on you, it's that I looked at the dice and I was like, that's some serious fucking bullshit with the dice. What the dice did to you. That it gave
you and I bundle each other off screen.
I
Oh
wish.
fuck, I forgot this is live. Hi, Mom.
Anyway, I hope your mom doesn't watch my YouTube channel.
Yeah, me too.
Nobody's mom should watch my YouTube channel unless they're single. Wink.
I'm
Crazy.
sure they've got. Never mind. Moving
Uh,
on.
Words. And so with that, you've all spent some time training. Do you guys want to do spend more time trying to train things or learn things? Or do you all start to move to meet up again?
I'd like to meet up again because I miss you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you all spend a couple hours in your respective areas, and eventually Leaf, you encourage Opsala for you guys to leave, and you don't really find much of use in researching at the temple. While the rest of you start to make your way down, and as you're passing through the bridge, do any of you go to the edge of the bridge to try and call for Ruto?
Yes.
Zana, as you run over and look over,
I'm gonna help.
the two of you go to either side of the bridge looking, and I'm gonna say Amber sees her, and she looks up, nods, and she dives down into the water of the moat, and then shoots out of the water, which this bridge is like a good 10-15 feet above the water, and she shoots out of the water into the air and lands on the bridge.
Jeez, you almost flew.
Oh, I'm just... It's nothing too impressive. Zoras are just good swimmers. Darunia, who was with you guys punching training dummies, he's like, "Come on, don't downplay it. I'd sink like a rock if I jumped in there." And he pats her back.
I mean, you are technically a...
I'm not a rock, I just have rock skin.
I'm not technically a Hylian, I just have Hylian skin.
There's a difference. He sort of he looks grumbly at that. And with that, your groups reform, and you're in Central Castletown again. The various shops and game alleys, the Bombshoe Bowling Alley and such all around. Beetle's shop is still anchored down. All the stands around trying to sell fruits, veggies, and other various things. Pickle Light stand calling out. Do you guys want to do anything here, or do you start moving on?
I think we could just start moving on.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm all good.
All right. And so with that, you all make your way out to the front main gate. So Opsala has you all talking at the fountain. He's like, so far, oh, I forgot to mention something, Dur. Over in the Temple of Time, there was a statue of Hylia as well. I didn't mention that while you were there. That's passed right over my head.
Who's Hylia again? There's a lot of name going around.
Hylia is the primary protector goddess of Hyrule. When the three goddesses, Dinero and Ferrara, created the world, after they left the fourth sister, Hylia, behind to protect humanity. And it is said that in the founding of Hyrule, to protect the land from demonic presence, Hylia split herself in two, on one end becoming a spiritual deity without a body that speaks to people through her shrines and gives protective blessings to travelers. The goddess form, the spiritual Hylia, and in the other end, her mortal form became the royal lineage, with all of the female members of the royal family being incarnations of the goddess.
Right. Would Leaf know that?
Yes.
Alright, in that case, can I retcon and say Leaf tried to talk to the statue of Hylia?
Yes, because I forgot to bring that
good
up
fortune on his company's travels?
Yes, and praying at it would give you a Force Shard. Praying to Hylia for protection.
Yeah.
And so, with that, all of you, you're all met up though here, and Opsala, he's looking at your guys' scroll, he's like, So, if I recall, our plan was to head off towards Pharaon in the far south, since 2 of the riddles mentioned it by name, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
I nod.
That sounds about right, Ruto says. Alright.
As good of a lead as any.
I bought plenty of food for the road. And I was able to catch some fish in the moat, Ruto says, holding out a, like, reaching into her bag that she has and pulling out a few fish that are, you know, strung together. And I picked up plenty of supplies for my brother over there. And he points to one of the merchant stands that is a Goron selling minerals and gemstones. Very well.
Uh-oh.
Let us get going. Oh, what were you gonna
Minerals
say?
and gemstones?
Yeah, there's a Goron selling, like, gemstones and rocks and metals.
Are
Well,
those helpful?
We got stuff to help the bug princess recollect her bug collection.
The others the other 3 look at you confused.
You see, we were helping too.
Do you guys also want to show them the map you got?
Yes.
Who's carrying
Leaf.
the map, by the way?
Leaf.
Okay. I
All
guess
right.
I'm carrying.
So
the map.
Amber, most likely.
I
If
mean,
it's not too much trouble, it's just for me. It's very heavy.
What the-
Everything's heavy.
why is there a secret bag here?
A
What?
secret
Why
bag?
do all my
Huh?
tape... Oh, I found a secret bag. I just lost the scroll in it. Because I
Oh,
talked...
congratulations! It's got to be good luck, right?
Ofsala's carrying the collection of scrolls. Leaf, you could carry this map, though, when it's rolled up. You know, it's not super heavy. It's just a little bulky. So do you want to be the one
Everything's heavy to
carrying
me.
it?
Sure. If nobody else has any room.
It's worth noting on the back of the map, when you look at it, is a drawing of Tingle's face.
Never. I don't want it. I don't want to. I don't want to carry this.
Alright, Amber, then?
Jesus. Ah! Hold on. I'm trying to figure something out. And I got stuck in the fucking accent for a second.
Pixel art.
Okay.
The French.
Nah.
She's just like,
Alien.
oh, for goodness sake, leave.
I mean, I could carry it if
What are you all fighting over who carries? Ofsala asks. Is anyone gonna answer him?
Can you repeat the
That
question?
thing.
What are you all fighting over? What piece of paper are you all fighting over? Not wanting to
Oh.
carry?
Oh, it's just the map.
A map?
Is that really so surprising?
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you all found a cartographer.
It was very funny how we encountered him.
Oh? Do you show him the map?
I don't see why not.
Yeah,
This is a fairly good map. He's looking at it. Where did this cartographer go? Could we buy more maps from him? Or where was this cartographer? Do we have more maps of other regions we could buy from him?
Flew away.
Oh, Haruto? Or
No.
Arito?
No.
nah.
No? But you said
I
you flew
know-
away.
I don't know much, but I know
on a
Rito,
balloon.
and he wasn't a Rito.
You flew on
I have a
hot
feeling
air
we'll be
balloon.
seeing him again. Before
Not a
we
hot
leave.
air balloon, just a balloon.
He looks at you confused.
You'd know
A
him if you saw
balloon.
him.
Strapped to his back on some sort of device.
That hardly seems safe.
And it wasn't, because it popped.
Huh. Is he okay?
We have no idea.
More or less.
Well,
Physically, he's okay.
I suppose if there's
but
nothing else anybody wants to do, we can set off now.
Yes, we need to get bugs.
Was Dinah about to say something?
Nothing super relevant. No.
Oh.
I hold. Are you sure you don't want? Oh, okay.
It was just gonna be like a quip about Tingle, but that's about it.
Ah.
We're always up for that.
Yes. Never back down from roleplay. A hug.
Thanks.
It's good advice.
Yeah, the group, with that, the group agrees to head off to the South Gate. And you make your way, and the South Gate is considered like it is considered the main gate of Hyrule. So it's the biggest, most ornate and nice looking one. Having been rebuilt from ages past. There's a big, those iron gates that drop down, like the bars? There's one of those, but it's just like perpetually open because they don't have any reason to really close the town down.
A portcullis.
A portcullis, yes. I'm going to give you get a forest gem for knowing what it's called.
Leaf looks at the others like very smugly, like.
And as you all emerge from there, immediately before you is Lookout Outpost.
Lookout post?
Lookout Post?
To be fair, I also knew what it was called, but my first thought wasn't what it was called. It was, that would be a fucking horrific thing if it fell on somebody.
Oh, jeez.
That was my first thought. I'm like, that would be horrible if it fell on someone.
Oh, Amber, I wish you didn't say that.
I think I could take it, Darunia says.
You probably could. The rest of us, however.
Yeah, you all approach Lookout Outpost. Now, anybody with any degree of knowledge of Hyrulean history knows the significance of Lookout Outpost. It was erected 100 years ago during the events of the upheaval when Hyrule Castle came under control of monster forces. It was built back then as a sort of, outpost to, watch the castle and, push to try and reclaim it. In the years since, it has become a bit of a, secondary Castletown circle. So to do trade within Castletown, you need a license and to pay fees, and, there's a cost to it. Lookout Outpost doesn't have that. So you'll find a lot more smaller scale traveling merchants in this area. But as you enter through the northern gate of Lookout Outpost, which there's a southern gate that you can't quite see, but you can exit north, south, east, and west on it. The northern gate has, as you walk up and step through the open doors, the immediate room you step into is laid out as basically a sort of inn type environment. And you see a man with a fuzzy hat. I don't know how to describe the type of hat. I believe it's
like a bomber hat.
No, it's a hat from the Mongolian steppes. I don't know what the name of the hat is though. It's it's got fuzzy bits on the front, sides, and back, but it's not fuzzy on the corners of it, and the whole hat has sort of a steepled shape. I don't know how to describe it. Anybody who's played Tears of the Kingdom knows the hat I'm talking about. As you walk in, a person wearing that hat sat at a counter, and the whole area is some sort of a inn/tavern. He looks over and is like, "Oh, welcome to Lookout Outpost, the Lookout Outpost Stable Tavern. Do any of you want to have do any of you want to stop for a drink, or are you just passing through?" You would actually have an intimate familiarity with the Stable Association, Amber, because your town had one of the stables in it. The Stable Association is a association that spans the entirety of Hyrule that is more or less a collection of taverns and people who train people to ride on horses and to give them equipment for it, scattered across the land. And they also double as more or less the equivalent of disaster shelters. remember back when you were young, when a particularly bad blizzard hit your town, that many of the townsfolk all gathered together in the local stable in order to, share food and stay warm together. And you immediately recognize the man's stable association outfit. It's basically the closest thing you can get to, like, a traveler's guild. And in fact, as you look in your bag, you realize you still have your old stable association card. Something that none of the other of you... Well, I guess Leaf would have one as well. More or
Would
less... Yeah, because you lived with Amber in Oridon, so you would have one as well. It just hasn't come up till now.
I mean, I'm a fairy.
Yep. But, if you've done any kind of business in the stable, they would have given you one. Yeah, he asks, like, if any of you are here to do any kind of business.
Dinah considers getting a drink, remembers the night before, and decides against it.
For Dinah.
Anybody else want to approach and talk to him about anything or nah?
What are you selling here?
He looks at you for a moment. A foreigner, I assume.
Yes.
The stables are rest stops for weary travelers. We also sell a variety of foods and drinks, and we offer a reward system for returning customers if you'd like to sign up.
What are the rewards?
He goes underneath the counter and pulls out a big thick book and poof, drops it down.
Bah.
Whenever you spend money at a stable, you're rewarded with stable points. And he reaches around and he pulls out a stable association card. The more stable points you get, you'll be given rewards at various points, roughly every 10 to 20 points. He flips through. He's like, hold on, I gotta check my notes for this actually. Oh god, I can feel that they turned on the heat in my house. It's suddenly super hot in my room. Oh, sorry, they're called pony points is what they're called. He gives you the card, which is like, it's a little, like, folded over card with a hole punched through it that has a ribbon tied on it, so you can easily, like, hang it from your belt or something, or attach it to something where it will hang easily visibly wherever you want it. And it's got a nice stylized image of a horse's head on it. Which you notice hung behind him is a big stylized horse's head made out of, like, fabric and wood. And he runs over, he's like, the first reward you get is at 3 pony points, where the next time you book a horse with us, we'd give you, at 3 pony points, anybody who owns a horse can have their horse equipped with the gear needed to pull a cart. We want to make sure anybody traveling the roads is easily able to move anything they need. The next reward would come at 5, where we'd give you an honorary shawl to carry around with you. The first rewards are relatively simple, he chuckles. The more worthwhile rewards come much, much later, where we start to give you things like free nights at the taverns or free food.
Oh.
It's a way to reward people who travel and visit them. Also, every time you visit one, and he flips open the inside of the book, and he pulls out a little stamp and stamps the inside, and he asks, "What's your name? What's your name, ma'am?"
Zanya.
He flips it over to the back, and he writes your name on the back in nice handwriting and hands it to you. And you see there's a little stamp on the inside that looks like Hyrule Castle. Every stable comes with a little stamp for you to keep mementos of your journey.
Oh. Very cool.
And I will say, Hold on. You would already have a few stamps, Leaf and Amber.
Remember.
You would
Oh
have...
yeah.
You would have the Auradon stamp, which is a stylized depiction of a goat's head. You would have... I'm trying to look at what places you would have visited on your way to the academy. And you would also already have the Hyrule Ridge stamp, which would be a sort of mushroom-shaped, like flat-topped mushroom-shaped tree. So you already have 2 stamps over everybody. Or actually, no, you... Or no, you wouldn't have the Or then no, you would have the Hyrule Ridge stamp. Sorry. Those are the 2 you would have from your previous journeys. These stamps are meaningless, just aside from denoting, like, you know, travels people have done. Some particularly proud travelers often boast about having received all of the stamps. And I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do something. Amber, you already have 7 pony points.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to create a new thing. A new note card for everyone.
Just a heads up, I posted mic art in the chat.
You posted what? Oh, I just realized whoops,
art.
I never removed this banner.
Oh my god. That's so cute.
Thanks.
Oh my, hang on, I gotta show that.
Oh, adorable.
You'll get their pet mouse. Baby.
Aw.
So you already have 7 pony points, Amber. And Leaf, you already have...
Would Leaf not just share Amber's?
No, individual people get their own cards. It's a thing that you
Okay.
can't share somebody else's pony point card. It's a thing they have, like a rule. You also have 7, though, which makes sense, considering the 2 of you have always traveled together. Anytime you do business with them, they give you some, which means, hold on. You guys already qualify for some of the rewards. Let me bring that back up. So because the 2 of you are at 7, you both already are allowed to get the equipment to hook up your horse to a traveling cart. You both already have the horse god fabric, which is like a nice shawl that has a depiction of the horse god, which is the stylized horse face that they adorn their businesses with. And you also all already have... you guys are allowed to sleep within the Melania beds. Melania is the name of the horse god, and these are just basically higher quality beds that they give to reoccurring customers.
That's unfortunate.
Hey, they're even super comfortable for you. Or, actually, no. If you speak with them, you had this accommodation done for you in the past, Leaf. They would take the stuff they used to make the Melania bed and shove them in a bottle for you. So that you can still have the comfort of the Melania bed while sleeping in the comfort of a bottle.
That's very kind of them.
So yeah, you guys already qualify for a few of the rewards, having come to these places before. And, you know, he basically more or less explains to you, all of you, what these are, and they're going to give, Dinah and, Zana cards. So, you guys can now gain pony points by spending money at these places. But yeah, he explains like, our stable here is a little unconventional, being built into the fortress here. Most of them you'll be able to recognize by the large depiction of Melania, the horse god, built atop the tent. But every single one of them will offer a number of things. Everyone has a custom recipe gained from the custom cooking recipe we share with travelers, gained from the local a recipe that is from the local area. And we all words. We all also offer job boards, as he motions over to a board at one far end of the room. We also have copies of the Lucky Clover Gazette free for anybody who visits, as he pats a stack of newspapers sitting on the counter near him. I'll be sure to send message to all of the other stables, so that if you ever pass through, they'll be able to keep track of your pony points and give you rewards. I already see that you two have visited some of the stables. Looks to you, Amber and Leaf, and they stamp all of your guys' books with the castle stamp. Sorry, what'd you say?
We did. Yes.
Amber, you were quite right to talk me into getting one of these cards.
So, is there anything you guys want to talk with him? He mentioned the job board, Lucky Clover Gazette, and you could still walk forward a little bit more and enter the fortress proper, because you're still just in the fortress wall, it being here. It's worth noting that one wall of this tavern is just wide open into the center of the fortress, where you can see this whole, like, space it's like a tiered stone platform in the middle, and at, like, the center of it is a statue of the royal family's, like, symbol, you know, the loft-wing bird with a set of 3 triangles over its head. And also over here you can see like a stable right here. You can see a bunch of, like, market stands laid out around the walls, like at the edges of the stone circle. And over here you see in the water there's, like, a large strange looking stone pillar. And again, inside the tavern, you can talk with them, you can buy food, you can buy drinks. There's a Lucky Clover Gazette, a job board, or you guys can just continue moving. What's everyone's
I'd
vibe?
say we just keep moving.
Anybody want to look at anything?
Dinah's gonna take a look at the job board. She's curious what that's about.
You go.
Sorry, Lee. You've been outnumbered.
Oh, did everyone else vote for the job board?
Well, I mean, if anybody wants to do anything, I'm not gonna stop somebody from doing a thing. You know. So you're ready to go forward, but Dinah's gonna stop and go over to the job board, and on. Excuse me. You can see. I'm just checking my notes. Sorry. Their job board is relatively simple looking. You can see it's more like a job board / news board. There's a copy of the front page of the Lucky Clover Gazette hung up there. There's a notice from Monster Control Crew. Hold on. Sorry, again, I'm trying to look at my notes.
Doodle.
Me?
I have a question. Ask
Yes?
a question.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Yeah. Notice from Monster Control Crew. Travelers be careful near the Pressy Greenbelt Cave. There have been some small sightings of the Pressy Greenbelt Cave to the west of here. Some wild monsters have been spotted inside of the cave. Enter at own risk. And there's an advert for Romani milk has been pinned up by somebody telling, advertising for people to go east towards Romani village to try their famed Romani milk. There is a note that says, there's an advert for the Mabe Village claw game. Come to Mabe Village to play the largest claw game in Hyrule. And there's, like I said, a copy of the latest issue of the Lucky Clover Gazette, which has a article talking about the recent passing of Queen Zelda, and the whole front page is dedicated to the life story of Zelda. For anybody who would want to read that and know the history of the recently deceased queen. And that is all that there is written on the job board here.
Gotcha. Okay. I think Dinah's gonna make a note of it's the monster control crew. Look out for wild monsters in Pressy Greenbelt Cave.
To the west
And
of here.
add to the west of here. And maybe stop by Romani Village if we get the chance.
Alright.
Was there anything about where the monster control crew is, or?
There was a monster control crew building in the Castle Town Square. The monster control crew is more or less a voluntary force separate from the Hyrule military of, like, people who volunteer their time to watching for the dangers of monsters and hunting them. Amber, you would know this. Members of the Monster Control Crew often help members of the Zonai Research Guild. The Zonai Research Guild, of course, are people who study the ancient ruins of Hyrule, and while you've never gone underground, you know many members of the crew go into the underground to research ancient ruins down there, and are often accompanied by both members of the military and the Monster Control Crew.
Right.
It's, like I said, basically a volunteer group of monster hunters, the Monster Control Crew.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess no, it'd probably be called the Monster Control Guild at this point in time. Do you want to ask the tavern guy about if the Monster Control Guild?
Yeah.
All right, you as well, Dana?
Sure, yeah.
When you ask him about it, he lets you know that every single stable has some representatives of the guild. In the case of theirs, they're upstairs in or in the room above here, and he motions you to the staircase outside of the tavern that you can take to the upper platform to get there. Yee.
Should we take a look up the stairs before we leave, Amber?
Yeah.
Ooh, hang on. Somebody just posted who posted that? That was Jade. I'm gonna give you a force point for that, and I forgot to give you one for the artwork, but I'm gonna post this, or show this. That is what the Melania head looks like. Like, that is... So, they have something that looks exactly like that, minus the pair of hands there, hung on their wall. It looks almost like it could be worn as a costume. And that horse head is drawn on the Pony Points reward card that you have. So yes, thank you for getting that, Dinah. I'm gonna give you points for that and for your beautiful, beautiful artwork of your mouse.
Thanks.
So you guys are gonna head out and upstairs?
Yes.
Why'd the music just freeze?
Dead. We killed it.
Alright. Had to reset the video. As you guys walk out, it's one thing does jump out to you. You would have seen this coming in, but I forgot to mention it. In this corner of the fortress is a massive tower. And now, let me put it into context. This tower, the guard tower that overlooks Castletown, is probably like 8 stories. This tower is like 10 stories. And looks like it looks very unusual compared to them. And actually, can somebody get me an image of the Skyview Tower and post it in the Discord chat of what a Skyview Tower looks like? I'm gonna see if I can't get one super fast as well. Hang on, give me a second. Again, if somebody beats me to it, whoops. There we go. Yeah, that is what a Skyview Tower looks like. So that tower is sticking out of is in the corner of the fortress. And very much jumps out to all of you as like a significantly tall structure in the area. You know what I mean? Also, that very, very good image. So I'm gonna give you 2 force points. Because in the background there, you can see Castletown. It does not have the horrific red miasma drifting out of it. Like in that image. That is because of that's how it looked in Tears of the Kingdom. But yes, that tower is here as well. And it's worth noting that this little like fortress you guys are in has like nice stone walls on the outside, and on the inside is all furnished with wooden walls. Anybody want to look at that tower or anything else? Or are you gonna keep making your way up towards the Monster Control Crew building?
I think Dinah will keep going up.
It's worth noting that you guys, anybody who's been anywhere, have seen towers that look almost identical to that one there, but you've never been this close to one before. Because there's towers like that scattered around Hyrule. As you go out into the central area, there are a few merchants trying to hawk their wares, but you make your way up to the Monster Control building, and you can see over the door is a big stuffed like display of a thing that's a replica of a moblin head, a big like a pig-nosed goblin creature hung over the door, and in its mouth is a sign that says Monster Control Crew representative.
Give me a moment. I have to go take Sweet Pea to see my mother before she actually fucking explodes.
Mom got home and your dog wants to see them.
Yeah, my mother is Sweet Pea's favorite person.
Adorable.
So I have to go take her to see her.
So, I will quickly ask, I know Leaf wants to move on, but for now you're gonna stick with Amber, I'm sure. Zana, what are you doing during all this? Are you following them, or are you gonna poke around the outpost elsewhere? Doodle? Doodle? Is Doodle here?
Yes, I was talking.
Oh.
And apparently it was muted too. I said Zana looks like a monster. Zana doesn't want to get in trouble or taken away, so Zana's sticking to the party.
So you're staying close to everyone. Okay.
He's gonna go on too. Besides, kind of look for any bugs.
They're going to the Monster Control Crew building. Do you want to go outside the fortress and scavenge for insects?
Yes.
All right. Hang on.
She looks to Dinah.
I'm gonna go see if I could find any bugs. I'm worried that if I go inside, I will get arrested. Because of what I look like.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zana.
It's okay. My sage taught me to not worry about their fear. Because I am fearsome. Anyway, I'll go look for bugs.
So, we are doing a level 3, this is either intuition or observation. We're gonna go with intuition or observation, because that's, or actually you pick which one do you want to do, intuition or observation.
What's my highest, sir?
Observation is 6, intuition is 3.
I'll go my observation.
All right, it is a level 3 check.
Oh
You
my
are
gosh.
rolling. You have your survival skill helps, and you're rolling with an advantage because you have the bug cage that she gave you, the bug gazebo.
Okay.
While Sheebs is away, I really need to pee, so I'm gonna be right back.
Yes, you go do that.
I don't like my odds.
You have 1 skill point, so you can turn this 4 into a 5 or this 9 into a 10. 5's pass
Can I
because you're
help her?
rolling with advantage.
Uh,
Oh, you want to go with Zana and help them?
Well, since everyone else is away, then yeah.
All right. So instead of going with Amber, you're with Zana.
Fuck.
um,
Now I'm metagaming.
No, it's okay. What would your character want to do? Stick with Amber or go with Zana bug catching?
My character would wanna stick with Amber, but Tristan wants to help Zana.
Oh.
it's okay.
I'll let you pick what you do.
Well, I was thinking to try to turn the 9 to
A 10.
a 10 to try to see if I could get more. But also, after this roll, probably use some of my thingies to turn 4s into 5s.
So you are at 0 successes currently, so you'll need to spend 3 force gems to pass.
Yes.
And now I'm gonna roll to see which bug you found. So you go out into the area outside the fortress and are walking around between the trees and looking through the tall grass, like trying to find a bug, and you see a restless cricket hopping around in the grass. Go ahead.
Come inside. Come inside. There's a hotel here. You could go sleep in here.
You get down, open the gazebo, and you're sort of like pushing it towards it, and the cricket like looks over and it hops over and gets inside. So you now have a restless cricket, and I'm gonna create another card specifically.
You can get some rest.
Yeah.
Okay. I close it. It's sealed. Okay, you go to sleep.
I need an art of this, please.
So I don't know if I explained this well before, but so she's going to reward you well for every new bug you bring her. But if you bring her copies of bugs you've already brought her, she'll also pay you 1 rupee per bug. So the first bug of a new type will give a reward, and it's like with increasing rewards over time. So like the first bug will be worth this much, the second bug is worth more, the third bug is worth more. But then multiple copies of the same bug are just 1 rupee a pop.
Which is fair.
Well, generally speaking, many merchants will pay you more than that. Depending on the insect, because insects can be brewed into potions.
Yes. Zana's just
I need to collect books.
You're...
Wow, I couldn't find Bug because Bugs are afraid of me too.
And while we're waiting for the other to get back, I'm just gonna say, as you're like crawling around in the grass and looking for the bug, you do notice a traveling merchant on their way into the lookout outpost.
I find another bug. Oh, that's just me.
It's me. Back.
But yeah, you see a traveling merchant if you would like to interact with them.
Okay. Okay, bug is secure. Put bug on my thing. This door is locked. Okay, good. Excuse me.
They look over. They sort of like flinch away in fear for a moment.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'm civil.
Sorry. They suddenly look flustered and embarrassed at having become scared.
Zana poses.
I am the apprentice of...
What is my fucking...
The Sage of Lightning.
The Sage of Lightning. I am here to browse your wares.
Sure. And he has a mule pulling a small cart, and he goes over and starts to go through. He's like, I'm selling some various things that could be helpful to a traveler like you. I have a few arrows. He motions to the quiver hanging on the side of it. I actually was able to pick up an extra wooden shield if you need one. Motions to that. I'm trying to think of the direction. So he's coming from the west. So what items would he be selling having come from the west? Hang on. I'm gonna roll a die to determine which direction he came from. I just came from out at the frontier, out in the frontiers into Bantham Mountains, so I've got plenty of supplies from up that way. Words. Hold on. Sorry, I'm pulling up things in my notes. Sorry, hang on. God damn it, phone. So he's selling some fox meat.
Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me?
He's selling some fox meat and pelts. Some hearty bass. And hold on. He has some wild berries. Some chill shrums. And hold on. Like I said, some fox meat, some chill shrums, some wild berries, and I'm trying to find a thing I'm looking for in my notes, forgive me. Some hearty bass. There's one more thing he's supposed to be selling, but I can't find it in my notes, what it's called. Am I crazy? Why am I not finding this thing in my notes? I'm losing my mind.
I'll be back.
Oh, okay, that's why okay, never mind. I was trying to find insects from Hebra, and I'm realizing why I'm not finding insects from Hebra. There are no insects in the Hebra region.
You've
Okay,
been building me.
so he's selling
Scam.
he's selling some chill shrums, some hardy bass, some Arctic fox fur and meat, and some hearty bass and some arrows. And he's also selling a cold resistance potion.
How much is the potion?
100 rupees.
Why is 100 rupees?
Potions like this takes a specialized skill to create. I bought a few
What's
of
the
them up and
specialized skill?
had people who know how to make potions.
You
I-
don't know how to make potions?
I mean, anybody can try and make potions, but this is a good quality one. Drink this
Are
thing and
you-
you'll stay nice or you'll feel nice and warm even in the coldest temperatures. Perfect if you're planning to head up north towards Hebra.
Okay, but how do you know it's good quality?
Because I bought it directly from the Rito.
But how do you know it's good quality?
Because the Rito make potions for cold resistance for travelers all the time.
But what if you get scammed?
I didn't get scammed.
But how do you know?
Because if the Rito were scamming people, they wouldn't be getting good business.
So do scammers.
Listen, if you don't want the potion, you don't have to buy it, ma'am.
I'm just asking questions. You just tell me because Rito made it is high quality. That doesn't explain how you know it's high quality.
The Rito live in the icy mountains of Hebra. They're used to the cold, so they need to make things that are good for resisting it.
Okay, that's all I need to know. I don't know that.
Right, sorry. Would you like one?
Okay,
Alright.
please. I asked nicely.
Uh,
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
sorry. Here's what your rupee count looks like. What are you gonna pay in? You got some 20s, some 10s, some 5s, some 1s. He wants 100 rupees.
You want 100 rupees. Okay. I guess I go mix of the 20 first.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have change for 50.
They do not have a 50 value rupee.
This is bullshit.
Zana does not have a 50.
Zanya's that very broke.
That's 20.
How much?
On hard times.
I'm trying to see this. Everything is so blurry. I can't read the text.
You got 5s, 1s, 10s, and 20s.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Leaf has a headache after doing research in the library or the temple.
I give another 20.
You're at 40 out of 100 needed.
I guess I give 10s.
So that's 40, 50, 60. More 10s or?
How much more 10s I need to give?
You need 100. So that's
How many more 20s do I
20, 40,
have?
50, 60. You have a few more 20s. Do you want to give another 20?
Yes, please.
So 20, 40,
What do you
50,
buy?
60, 70, 80. And then another 20, 90, 100.
Yeah.
They're buying a cold resistance potion.
Yes. Because I think our friend is gonna get very cold eventually. I just get sleepy.
Alright.
Here you go, good sir. Sorry
Alright.
for the trouble. I just don't understand.
No problem. He gives you the bottle.
So I just, if I go to the region that you say, I just pop it open. I take a sip, or I have to drink the whole bottle.
Drink the whole bottle, and it keeps your body feeling nice and warm.
For how long?
It usually lasts about a day, which is good enough to get you through most of the cold parts of the region to somewhere warm, assuming you're not seeking to hike up the whole mountain.
Okay. So what if this is just is asking to be sure? If I were to share a bottle, would it still work or not work?
It's for one it's one dose for one person.
Okay, whole bottle is a single usage person. Okay. You got any bugs?
I do not.
Aw, that's okay.
I usually do try and catch a few on my journeys when I can, because potion crafters like to buy them, though. So if we ever bump into each other on the road again, maybe I'll have them then.
Okay, I appreciate your cooperation. And for your patience for my lack of understanding.
It's alright. By the way, my name is, and I'm gonna let the players name this random traveler.
Gerald.
Name's Gerald. Shakes hands with you.
Nice to meet you, Gerald. Shakes hand.
And with that, I know you're back, right? Jade?
I am back.
Is Sheeb's back?
Yes.
Okay, so let's cut back to you at the Monster Control Crew building.
cat.
So you all enter the Monster Control building. And, you know, as you walk in, you see a guy who's wearing, he's wearing what's very clearly like Hylian royal armor, but without the royal insignias on it. So, like, you know, clearly something that's made so it's clear he's not a member of the Royal Guard, but is made of this by the same craftsman. And he's sort of sitting back in a chair. Behind him is a big chalkboard with some very loose drawings of the surrounding area, to put it lightly. It's not a very good drawing. And as you sit, and he's like, "Oh, hello there," and sits up. Welcome to the Monster Control building. Do you have an issue to report?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, then what can I help you with?
Oh, we were just looking around. Right? Kinda.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Monster Control building here at the Lookout Outpost. We don't tend to get much traffic here, being so close to the main guild, so forgive me if it's, not the nicest. And, there's a few books scattered around. It's a little dusty in some areas, and he's got just some weaponry lying around. I can provide maintenance on any, weaponry you have that's damaged, and, also, if you bring me any monster parts, I can trade them with you for a control point, or for control points.
What are control points?
Well, we don't exactly have enough money to be paying everybody who aids the Monster Control Crew. But back at the main guild, you can exchange control points directly for monetary value of rupees. Or at any one of our bases, we can usually trade you some supplies we have on hand in exchange for control points. Basically a way to show how you've been helping out people around Hyrule, and as a way, a holdover until you can get somewhere where they have more money to pay you off for your hard work.
Okay, so the control crew is like a first step toward becoming a monster hunter or protector of Hyrule.
We're a volunteer force. Anybody can be a member of the control crew. All you have to do is pick up a weapon and fight a monster. These checkpoints mainly serve as a place to show gratitude for people who take it upon themselves. We give you control crew points, and you can either trade them for supplies with us, or, like I said, if you ever make your way to Castletown up the road, trade them directly for money with the main guild hall, which has the cash on hand for that. It's a sort of it's a sort of everybody in this together situation. And if you see any monsters in the area and don't think you can handle them yourself, just report them or pass the message along. The report will get to us, and we'll try and warn travelers. Oh, did you check the notice board downstairs, by the way?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so just be careful on the Western Road. It's safe enough during the day, but during night, some of the creatures start to creep out. Oh, and general warning for all of Hyrule Field. You'll likely bump into a few chew jellies here and there. Things are real hard to root out with their ability to hide underground.
We will keep that in mind.
Do we know what
Will
that
do.
is?
Yeah, I saw.
If you guys want to ask, you can ask him.
Okay, so
I-
we don't know what that is.
It's entirely up
I
to
know-
player knowledge if you want to know. Or I guess you probably know what a chew jelly is from past experience because they're very common. Basically, they're a
Yeah.
monster slime. They're slime monsters, little balls of watery goo, held together by a loose membrane. They are not hard to hurt. All you need to do is pop their membrane and they burst into liquid. They are very easy to defeat creatures.
Yeah, and there are elemental variants, so I'm definitely certain Dinah's seen some like ice choo-choos in Heber Mountains.
Yeah, for sure. But it's like, there's always choo-choos out and about, so be careful of that. But any sharp object will keep you safe from them.
Well, that's good to hear. We got sharp objects. We can kill monsters.
They're hardly anything to be afraid of so long as they're not outnumbering you, which isn't very common to see nowadays. Other than that, this area, as far as I've heard, is fairly safe. I mean, we are right near the castle. I'm surprised that they haven't sent any guards out to that cave to rout out the monsters that Traveler spotted yet.
Oh yeah, I read about that on the job board.
Yeah, like I said, just stay off that road during the night and you'll be fine. It's nothing major, just a few aracudas have been spotted flying out of there at night, and they're a little bit dangerous.
How dangerous?
Uh,
An aracuda is basically a very, very big bat. So, when I say big, I mean and he holds his hand out with five, or as far as he can. Their wingspan is kind of like that. They like to pick up rocks and drop them on travelers, and then pick out what's left.
Well, that's rude.
Oh,
Yeah. But luckily they don't tend to come out during the daytime much.
The song of my people.
they're very dangerous to us fairies.
Oh,
Sounds
Yeah.
like they're dangerous to people too.
it could probably eat up your little friend there in one bite.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That was the implication.
I feel like the only person they're not dangerous to is Darunia.
Oh, and another thing that we can do here at the monster control buildings, if you don't want to trade in the monster parts, I've been trained in how to infuse your weapons with monster traits.
Oh?
Different monster parts, when attached to a weapon in the right way, can add all sorts of benefits. Horns can be used to make some rudimentary weapons, but so long as you have anything made of metal, they won't really stand up to that. But in a pinch, if you know what you're doing, they're helpful. The real beneficial things are monster eyes and anything with an elemental effect. If you attach a monster eye to an arrow in the right way, which again I've been trained how to do, it's some people say it's like the arrow gains a mind of its own, homes right in on whatever target you're trying to hit with a guaranteed hit. So any monster eye you bring me, I can attach it to your arrows and you get homing arrows more or less.
Oh? Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. So,
Yeah.
main takeaway I'm taking from this is if we see monsters, if we think we can kill them, we should collect monster parts, bring them back for the monster control crew, and if there are monsters that are too dangerous for us, let the control crew know about it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be too worried. We haven't had any real monster presence in decades now. From what I hear, way back in the day when Hyrule was still being rebuilt, the monster control crew was a lot bigger and had a lot more to do. trying to take down the demon monsters of Ganon, but ever since all of the demons got hunted out, all we're dealing with is little scrappy creatures. You know, like Saracudas, Choo-Choos, Keese, Ropes. The things are a little bit too hard to really read out because they run more than they fight.
Can I enter in?
Yes, if you want to show up, you can enter the building.
Yes.
We've also had report of a giant insect creature stealing all of our crickets.
Well, as soon as she walks in, he goes, "Ah!" And he sort of falls out of his seat and then raises back up holding a spear. And he's like shaking in fear.
Oh, whoa.
Can you relax?
It's cool.
It's a
The
Gibdo!
monster hunter. You're about to shit yourself.
Yeah, good one.
I've never seen a Gibdo this far north! Careful, everyone!
You did that reaction. I thought we were actually in danger.
Have you seen a Yeti outside of the mountains either?
Relax. You big baby.
It's okay. I do that to a lot of people. I've been told I'm quite fearsome.
Wait,
You tell him,
a
member.
Gibdo that can talk? I've never heard of such a thing. He seems
Seems
to
like
calm
you ain't
down.
heard of a lot.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm not offended. After all, I am the sage apprentice of lightning.
Wait, what? I
Yes.
thought the lightning
Yeah.
sage was a Gerudo.
I'm special geese.
I've always heard Gibdos were monsters. They're in the handbook and everything. I didn't know
Puts-
they could talk.
Puts fingers under chin. I've been told I'm quite adorable.
Sorry for the reaction. I guess I'll have to
It's
update the manual.
No, I'm the exception.
Oh, alright. He's like eyeing you up and down. He's like, "Are you a queen?" A
No.
queen
Ah,
Gibdo, I
queen.
mean. Because
Uh,
you don't have the... He's like looking at you for a moment. Face. I mean, only the females have antennas, and the males have shielded faces. He sort of tilts his head. Where are your wings?
they never developed.
Oh,
I
sorry.
was outcast.
He
It's
starts,
okay.
he starts like walking around and he's like very
thing.
clearly examining you. You also look a lot less scrawny than the drawings in the books.
I will still bite you.
Sorry, he backs away. I've just never seen a Gibdo in person before. I've never seen one of your folk either, but I know you're friendly. He nudges you, Dinah.
Thanks. I guess.
Uh, yeah, Gibdos are supposed to be monsters. I've never heard of a speaking Gibdo before.
Not
Give
to
it-
practice.
Give it to the lightning sage to be able to do something that incredible. I wonder if this means we're on the verge of taming more monsters. It'd certainly be something. Scratches his chin a little, stroking his beard.
You know? Typically don't talk about that when said creature is literally right in front of your face.
No offense, monsters are a classification, you know? And I don't mean anything by it. I guess we may have to start reclassifying whatever or what a Gibdo is now.
Shrugs.
Yeah.
Gibdos are still very aggressive
Hmm.
and
From what I-
territorial.
Yeah, everything I've read is that it says that they're an incredibly dangerous monster found in the depths of the Gerudo Desert.
I've been told the same thing. And I even had my share encounters of assholes in the earth.
So wait, do you
But,
come from the depths?
yeah, but because I was outcasted, like, I basically had to survive on my own. And
Huh.
eventually, I got too close to the Garuda, and they liked me, and so they took me in and raised me.
Well, that's something else. Again, makes you wonder what other creatures that, if treated right, could actually be tamed. Never thought of that. I mean, even Gibdo are always aggressive up front. Then again, I guess they're pack hunters as well, so if you were alone, you had to adapt. And a lot of the monsters were really clever, according to the old reports. Even moblins and bobolkins knew how to make rudimentary tools. But anyway, sorry for the misunderstanding and getting scared like that.
It's okay. I get that a reaction a lot from people.
Oh, one more thing. He looks to all of you. There's been one more report. At night, some people have been saying that in the edges of the field in the dense woods, they've been seeing stall monsters.
What are stall monsters?
When monsters are killed, they tend to rot really quickly, leaving behind just their bones and a few of their organs. Sometimes those bones, if they aren't disposed of properly, in the right conditions, in the wrong environments, can get back up during the night. Monsters mainly just the old demonic monsters. Moblins, bobolkins, horriblins, those kinds of creatures. So if you find any bones, be sure to burn them so they don't get up, and at night, keep your eye out. They're a little bit hard to take out, since they'll just keep getting up the more you attack them. But if you can crack their skull, the whole body will collapse with it, so long as there's no other skulls nearby. But one skull is enough to animate up to 5 or even sometimes 6 or 10 skeletons around them. So be careful.
Honestly, didn't think that was possible, but alright.
Honestly, it's the
Keep
kind of
an eye
thing
out.
that was only in reports, reports from back in the day. Their appearance, though, is an ominous sign. I mean, a stellar creature hasn't been seen in, again, decades, so... Oh, no. I don't like to be too superstitious, but... Maybe it just means that that nature spirits are a little bit mad and are inhabiting the bodies, but... Could be a hellbringer of worse times to come. Ofsala, who is... Darunia, Ofsala, and Rudo are here, but I tried to not make them do too much of the talking because I want you guys to be able to roleplay. Ofsala, he's like, well, I'm sure it's nothing to be too worried about. Probably just some upset spirits lingering in the area is all. I think we best get going, though. He looks to everybody. That right, everybody?
Probably for the best. Yeah.
Agreed, yeah.
Only if you want to.
You all make your way out into the little, platform. What is the area above the bar below is a big, nice platform that has the royal crest painted onto the wood. And some banners are hung up with the symbols of the clans of Hyrule. You know, the Gerudo symbol, the Rito symbol, the Zora symbol, the Goron symbol, and a Hylian crest banner. And he sort of lets out a little sigh. That is concerning to hear. He looks to all of you. Remember, we need to keep it a secret that the Yiga have been increasing monster population in the underground, but something like that happening, they must be using some really dark magic, something seeping back up through the earth up to here. Reviving, or something bringing back the skeletons of monsters, that's... In all of the old stories, it's a hellbringer of dark times to come, of... Well, old legends say it denoted the return of the Demon Lord. Back 200 years ago when the Calamity was approaching, that was the first sign. Of course, the Demon Lord has been fully killed by the sages now, but It shows the Yigard messing with some dangerous magic underground.
You think they'll be able to bring back the Demon Lord if we don't get the Triforce?
I'd hate to imagine such a thing happening, but if they're bringing back monsters, who knows? Though, bringing back a monster and bringing back a Demon Lord are two entirely different things. Luckily, our teachers are all down there fighting the Yiga now. They're sure to find something down there during their hunt. But it just enforces the importance of our mission to find the Triforce and locate the new hero of Hyrule so that they can draw the Master Sword if the worst comes to worse. Right. Let's take one last poke around this market before we set off on our journey proper across Hyrule Field. And with that, we are going to end this episode of Song of the Past, because it's been a little over 2 hours now.
I'm so sorry I was gone for most of it. I was being dragged around the house.
Oh, it's okay. Honestly, outside of you disappearing during the monster control moment, it wasn't too noticeable, because everybody was going around doing different things. So yeah, I hope everybody watching has enjoyed this episode of Legend of Zelda Song of the Past. And we are finally setting off onto the journey proper. Woo! It's okay, I don't mind the slow burn start. You know, you guys need to get equipped and it starts setting up the, it builds stakes by showing you all what is at stake. You know, the nice, beautiful town. And you're getting lots of fun little side quests.
Doodle has had the most amount of story progression this session because she caught a cricket.
Yes. What'd you all think of Agatha?
She's
cute.
interesting.
I'm glad that we met her before we left Castletown.
She's the only really significant NPC you brushed against here. Last time it was Tingle was the crazy guy you met. And Tingle and Beetle. But yeah, so hope everybody's enjoying this one. Hope you've all been enjoying. End cards appearing in a moment. Love everybody very much, and ta-ta for now.
Bye.
Bye.
But
Bye.